Let me hit this real quick. This Monster 0 calorie, 0 sugar energy drink. Hopefully it'll wake me up. I'm dying.
That's a good flavor, too. I like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's like Arctic something.
I don't know. Like the Red Bulls make me crash. So I feel like this is so big that I have to sip throughout like a longer period of time. And then, you know. What do you really think of her coat?
I like it.
You do?
It's soft.
Yeah.
That soft is like money. Wait, what do you?
Why you up on my girl?
Oh, damn. You set me up.
How do you know how soft that jacket is?
Set me up.
How do you know how soft that jacket is? Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Official start. How do we already have people in the chat? What's up, Jillian?
I'm waiting.
Alonzo?
I'm one that's waiting, too.
What's up,
We're
Gabe?
live.
How are you waiting? There's people in the chat.
I know. Now it says
I don't know how y'all do it.
we're all watching. We've been just waiting for you to go live.
I don't feel good. I'm trying.
They're going back and forth about who was first in the chat. I was first.
I was official.
third.
Do you want to know officially who's first in the chat? Gabe.
Oh.
Gabe. Followed by Alonzo, followed by Jillian, followed by you, Denise. Welcome to the podcast. We're gonna score the official ketchup review.
Yep.
Okay, which you kind of did live on the air this morning, but we'll talk about it in just a few. I've got some great videos from that. We tried VR over the weekend. Oh my god! And not the crap VR that you get with the phone.
Yeah.
Because I did the phone VR, which was pretty cool. Still,
I've done
Remember
that.
when we did it at the beach?
I've done that once before, right?
With Elia? Duryan showed me the actual VR that you can buy like a computer and have the goggles. We went to Best Buy.
What was it? Oculus
Holy
Rift.
crap.
The Oculus.
I've heard you talk about that.
Dude.
Immersive as hell. I got scared playing it.
I've got the video.
Oh,
damn.
great.
When you had the goggles on, there were people that were like walking, just straight up laughing right at you.
Dude,
And you couldn't even see them.
I was so scared playing that thing. It was so
How do you describe it? How do you...
It once you put it on, it really feels like you're in a different world. And you look around, you put your hands up, you see your hands and everything. You could grab things, touch things.
Oh.
Everything's like in your face.
It's weird how like I knew they weren't my hands, but seeing like technically my hands, I guess, or whatever, the video game hands, it felt like it was. Even though I was holding something, right? It felt like the actual like computer generated hands were my hands.
Dude, the guns, drawing the guns from your sides, you literally have to drop the guns and then put it down to your sides, pick them back up and shoot.
You don't care about any of that, right?
No, I'm just thinking, like, can you do that where it's kind of like set up in like your family's home? So say you're like away for the holidays, and then somehow you're in like a VR world, but you could still see like your family and eat with them or something. No?
I don't want to see the family during like when I'm actually physically there.
Okay, right. But VR, you highly recommend the Oculus, then, right?
Yeah. Oculus is the way to go.
Yeah.
Do they have any Black Friday sales? Have you checked, or Cyber Monday?
I asked, but they said they didn't have any ideas yet.
Oh, okay. A lot of people have their advertisements coming out Wednesday, but then you can see. I don't know. I keep looking up for big tech things.
There it is. Here's one of the clips of you. I don't know if this is the first or second clip of you doing the VR, but I'm playing it now. If you're listening on Spreaker, obviously you're not gonna be able to see the video, but just picture Duryan with some goggles, and then the rest is pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's on me. It's on me.
Wow.
I grabbed him. Get out of here.
That was the.
So what are the things on your hands? Like those are just like
Those
little
are the
remotes?
controllers, yeah.
Oh.
Is this the other one? Let me see if this is the other one. There's I think this might be.
That's big here.
Oh God. You're tickling him.
Look at that.
Okay. Damn. All right. I don't know if I will play anymore, dude.
Like you could see the guy behind you, and he was like just straight up. And then there was like a couple of girls. I didn't get them on there, but they were like straight up laughing at you.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, man, it's cool. It's like really, really cool. So I was thinking, since we're doing the show here now, and we moved all the cameras here, maybe at the house where our studio room was, it'll be like a music VR room or something. I don't know.
Put some VR and a keyboard and
I don't
your
know.
musical
Yeah,
instruments.
am I allowed to have a keyboard now?
You can do what you want. It's your money.
Remember the guy too with the Saber Beats with the VR? He said, "Yeah, some guy guy lost 100 pounds playing that game.
Yeah, I don't know if that's legit though. I kind of feel like they say that, but I'm like,
I mean, just think of it this way: if you're addicted to that kind of stuff and you're constantly moving, like you're losing calories and everything. If you're kind of like working out, and then you're not wasting time like eating snacks and stuff because you're like playing games.
You got duck and stuff.
I don't buy it. Let me tell you, I'm sure there's other things that go into him losing 100 pounds because he did say it was one guy who lost 100 pounds.
Because look at it this way, like instead of 3 hours he's snacking, he's doing those 3 hours with some kind of physical activity.
I'm not saying it doesn't help losing the weight. I'm saying it's just like remember when the Wii came out or something?
Oh, Wii
and then
Fitness.
Everybody was talking about Wii Fitness.
Yeah.
It's not like the epidemic went away because everybody was playing that. I mean, it helps for sure, but it also helps like you have to eat healthy and you have to like your doctor lectured me.
Yeah,
he said like 80% is just the eating right stuff.
It is,
which I know, doc.
And going on walks.
I know. I just don't like to do it. You know what I like to do? I like to eat Costco pizza.
Yum.
Bring me that full pizza.
I haven't had a full Costco I haven't had a pizza slice from Costco in years. Like ever since we moved here, like yesterday was the first time we actually went to Costco in Atlanta.
Oh man.
And we used to go like when we lived in Oregon, like every Sunday.
But I knew that was going to happen too. Every single time we walk into Costco, every single time, without fail, we end up spending like $300.
Yeah, it's a Costco thing.
You can't help it. You can't. You know, so like we've got a pot pie that could feed the entire floor here.
It's a huge one.
It could feed 4 different radio stations.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God, the Costco pot pie has grown.
I think so.
It's bigger in radius now.
And you got all of your energy shots and energy drinks, and it's not like 6 or 8 or 12.
And it's cheap.
Dude, there's like 50.
Yeah.
55-hour shots, right? I was like, let's put it in the cart. Like I can't help myself. You know, what else did we get? What did we spend $300 on? I don't even know.
I got this
toilet paper for days.
I got this jacket.
You got a jacket?
This jacket kind of has like fur on it right now.
Yeah.
This was like $14.
That's a smooth jacket too. You definitely did not get a keyboard.
No.
Nope.
I
was so excited. I was so excited.
I know.
So there's this keyboard that they had there, and we don't have a lot of a lot of space in our apartment. So I get it, you know, like because there was a mini grand piano, and I'm like, that'd be cool. Because I'm going through one of my bucket list thing was to always want to be able to play the piano or the guitar. So I started with a uke, and I'm getting decent, not good, but decent on the uke, decent enough to give me some kind of inspiration to learn like the keyboard. So then we found a keyboard that's on a stand. It was like $3.99. I bring Denise and Duryan to it, right? There wasn't even a conversation. Denise just like walked away. She's like, I'm not even debating you.
Left you hanging.
Forget it.
No.
Walked away.
Just add it to the list of other things. You got a lot of other stuff that you got to do. We got pictures, you got videos, you got like 2 drones or something. Like you already got a lot of activities, so maybe
But I wanna learn how to play the keyboard.
complete one of them before you move on to the next. So you got
That's
like
an ongoing process.
You got to have like an ongoing list of 10 different things. So just like wrap one of them up or use this lovely keyboard that's right here in the studio. It's free and it's sitting there just waiting to be played. What's wrong with that one?
You carry it out of here and I'll use it.
No, just play it in here.
No, I want to play it at the house. I want to learn. I'm not going to sit another 2 hours here at work trying to learn the basics of like learning the piano. I got to do that at the house. And drones, you don't wrap that up. It's an ongoing thing. Drones is like, hey, we're going to the mountains. Let's bring the drone.
But I would love to see like those pictures from like a year ago.
That's true. That's a good point.
That would be great.
The drone pics?
Yeah. I mean, there's some pretty cool ones. We had like dolphins or whales or something.
Well,
and
that's cool.
You got me on that one.
I even got on the ledge of a canyon and I couldn't wait to see it. And PK's like, oh, I'll get it for you for your birthday. Well, I was in August. We're now in November, so I'm still waiting.
Yeah, she did kind of get you on that one.
Yeah.
So there's a few
Checkmate.
things like, I got to wrap up and then move to the next one.
Yep. Checkmate indeed. And then I was thinking about like we should just borrow the one from work, but it's not mine. And I feel like when I carry it out, people will think I'm stealing, rightfully so, the keyboard.
True.
So I don't know. All right. So Costco was awesome this weekend. What else did we do? Let's start with Friday, because we did so much this weekend. It's just absolutely insane. And then I want to talk about, because I titled the show A Trick to Slow Down the Feeling of Time, because I've been also reading this memory book. And I just read this. I was telling you guys about it over the weekend, but we had so much stuff that happened this weekend. It kind of like worked with what this guy was saying.
It did.
So I'd like to lay that out for the people that are watching the podcast. But Friday, we went to Drake.
Yeah, so we got
And Migo.
You guys saw it on the show.
You just keep saying Drake and the Migo.
I know. I keep forgetting it's Migos.
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
3 amigos. So
The entire night, you're like, oh, it's the Migo. And I'm like, there's 3
There's
people.
3 of them. Yeah.
What'd you think of Drake?
I thought it was amazing. I thought Drake was gonna go up there and like make love to the crowd, like sing some songs and stuff, be all proper. But he was like all over the place, fireworks, drones. I still think they're drones.
I don't know that they were drones. Do you think that they were drones?
I don't know. I don't really recall the drones. I recall the giant car floating through.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
The car,
the yellow car.
The drones were like different lights. That would kind of like they danced in the air and then they kind of went down. I don't know. I guess it could be
visual.
It was a really good show. For me, hating Drake, and I have hated Drake for years now. I just think his rhymes are lazy. It's just like you shouldn't be able to rhyme with like the same word. He'll be like
catchy though.
Yeah, they are very, very catchy. But that doesn't mean, like, for me, I missed the playing with the words that we had in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, I love to laugh at DMX, like, I love Eminem. I love, like, play on the words and stuff. But I will say that I've had so much respect for Drake after seeing this show. This show was, like, nonstop. Yeah. Dude,
And the fact that it was like night 1 of 3 in Atlanta. So he's already completed his tour and then just 3 nights back to back to back. Like, that was awesome. He's swole. He's like, big.
Well, yeah, if you're doing all that every night.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's swole. So then we walked because after that, it was just too crazy to get a Uber. So then we walked to this diner that was not, I do not recommend it. It was like the crappiest of, like, the food was ridiculously horrible.
It was it was really expensive.
It was $130.
What?
For what we got. We got 2 rounds. We had 2 Miller Lights each.
Whoa.
We had chicken noodle
soup. Yeah.
We had a quesadilla and like chicken Alfredo or something.
Yeah.
It was like $130 for like this. It was the crappiest. I'm telling you, so bad.
Yeah, and I noticed the service took forever too to get our food.
Well, part of that is our fault too because the waitress came up. Waitress goes, "We're so packed right now. Why don't you guys get your appetizers? Then we'll put your order in." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." I was like, you know, because she was kind of weird. But then I'm like, I really started thinking about it. I'm like, why would that be faster? Like, if packed or not, you're still waiting for all those orders to go out, and more orders are getting placed. Like, how would that
it takes a lot longer.
Like, in no way does that make sense ever.
Yeah, I was confused.
So I definitely say hit up the Waffle House because that has great food. This place not the best.
I don't want to say the name of it though. So, landmark. Any favorite landmarks?
Any favorite landmarks
by the diner? Nothing.
Right?
No. I don't know. Nope. I don't know. All right. So that was Friday, and then on Saturday we did the tree lighting over at Atlantic Station, which was also incredibly amazing. Yeah. That was so much fun.
That was packed too.
What'd you think of your first tree lighting?
I thought it was amazing. I've never been to something like that. The only thing I've seen with just the tree lighting up, but this had 9 minutes of fireworks, the artificial snow, Santa. That was just amazing. Yeah. The whole time.
It was funny though because you went up to Santa and you were like, "Hey, you gotta take a picture with Santa." And I'm like, "Let me do a video." And I'm like, "Hey, Santa, say hi to his son Bryson." And he was like, "Well, Merry Christmas, Bryson."
Yeah, he totally biffed up his name. I'm like, Santa,
it's Bryson.
Yes, Santa Bryson.
Bryson.
He couldn't get it right.
You're like, I messed up now. I'm like, it's all right, Santa. We'll do it again. What'd you say? Tell Santa? You were like, you can't mess up. You're Santa.
Yeah, because Santa came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I messed up." It's like, "No, you didn't. You're Santa.
You're Santa.
You're Santa. Go ahead."
So so then we get done there, and again, amazing. Like it was like so many people. The fireworks, the ice skating ring. It was like, and we're gonna be living there and doing the podcast and the show from Atlantic Station on the 5th, December 5th, December 6th.
Yes, that's Thursday.
So we gotta build like a
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Full-blown studio, but like it was like so amazing. So then we get done from there, and then we end up back to your spot because then we had to FaceTime because I guess Jammin' 95.5 from the Portland days, our old radio station, was doing a reunion, and then everybody was there. So
they're
then
doing a reunion all for Boots' 40th birthday party.
That was a lot of fun. That was nice to see
I don't
everybody.
know if you guys saw the pictures that he ended up posting, but like everybody was there, and I'm like, they all kept like their old school jamming gear, so like those bright red jerseys, which I had like from the street team with the logo. Like they were wearing those.
Where's yours at?
Yeah, I don't have.
I still have mine too.
I don't know where mine is. I was kind of sad. I wish I would have kept it. They had like shot glasses. They had like banners.
Oh
like,
yeah, the old school banners.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I didn't keep. You have a jacket, actually. It's in the closet.
I have a Playhouse jacket. I have the Playhouse jacket.
Yeah, but it says Jammin' 95 here.
Well, that's just because it's on my Playhouse jacket.
And Playhouse on the back.
God, they had so much bars there, too, or so much alcohol. You see that when he FaceTime us of that? I wonder if anybody got tore up.
So shout out to everybody from back in there. So that was Saturday. So then Sunday we ran it back with going to Costco, and that was in itself an event.
And Lennox.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Lennox.
my God! And then Lennox. I wanted to talk to you about this because you wanted to go shopping to get something nice for Bryson because you're going to fly back to see him this week on Wednesday.
Yes.
So you wanted to get Bryson something nice and maybe something that's like Atlanta-centric for Jessica, just to get him excited for Atlanta.
Taste of Atlanta, yeah.
So we go to the Apple Store, then we go to you said you wanted glasses, so we went to 2 different sunglass huts, and then we went to GameStop, and then we went to Best Buy, and still you're not buying anything.
Best Buy bought the headsets.
Yeah,
That's
were you
about
scared to like swipe the card?
No, it's at the Lennox. I really thought I would get everything over there, but the game center, the GameStop didn't have what I wanted.
But I thought, like you said, you wanted to go to the Apple Store to get them the
the tablet. But you brought up, or actually your mom brought up, that it might be even cheaper at Costco.
Yeah.
So that kind of put me on a hold.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do, but it's Black Friday shopping, so.
Oh yeah, and before I went to Apple, I was like, "Hey, you have any Black Friday deals? I heard Costco's doing this." They're like, "No, we don't know until the day of." I was like, "All right, Apple."
Because I kind of thought that you were just gun shy, and I was like, I don't know if, like the sunglasses, for instance, we went to 2 different stores.
Yeah,
and like he walks in and he doesn't try anything on. He walks in, he looks around. Look okay, and then he walks out.
And then that's it.
I'm looking for a special color, the teal, the seafoam green.
Yeah, but you didn't ask. Maybe they had some in the bag or something.
I don't know. I just visually look, scanned, didn't have it, bounce.
Not interested, you're out.
So we go to all these places. The only person that ends up buying stuff is Denise.
Yeah, I got
shopping by herself.
A lot of stuff. Yeah,
right.
I got like 2 pairs of boots at Target. Shout out. Yeah, they're like $30. I'm like, I gotta get. So I'm wearing them now.
Meanwhile, we're at Best Buy doing the VR stuff, and then Denise calls. She's like, "I'm shopping for boots." I'm like, "This is great. This is usually I would be there holding the boots. So I'm playing VR right now. This is like the best thing ever." So
I spent like an hour and a half at Target waiting for you guys. Then I went to the book section. I started reading Reese Witherspoon's book. Oh my God, where are you guys? Can you come pick me up again?
Meeting people, it was a lot of fun. But so I've been reading this book because you guys, everybody knows now on the podcast, my mind is complete garbage. It's like I can't remember anybody. It's like always been this way. So I've been reading this book about, and especially because of the tree lighting, I want to be able to, like, when we're hosting events, remember like sponsors, and because I can never remember them, and I'm always up there with like pieces of paper and stuff. So I'm like, what can I memorize? Like, remember when we did the college football concert series last year for the championship?
Right.
And who was the ESPN guy that came out?
Desmond Howard.
Desmond came out, right?
Oh, from College Game Day?
He came out, and then there was a girl too from ESPN.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember her name.
But like one by one, they would go out there, and then like what I couldn't. Like, for me, I had to have the note cards, right? They would go out there and nail it. And I'm like, how do you guys do that?
Without any note cards or anything? Just off the dome?
This memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they would go backstage, they'd hand them this, they would look at it, and they'd walk out there and do it all. And I'm like, I don't know if it's like being comfortable or they're doing a trick, whatever. So I started reading like these memory books. And one of the books, the guy was... he was talking about, like, you know, when you're young and time seems to like last forever, right? When I remember when I started high school, I felt like it was never going to end. I'm like, oh my God. And my mom was so old and time moved so slow. But like the older you get, the faster time moves. So they were making the point in this book that there was a scientist that they put in a cave for 2 months where it wasn't like you didn't know the time, you didn't know the date, nothing. He had like a little reading light so he can write down his notes, but then like everything else was... He had no communication to the outside world. So after 2 months, the people studying him came down to the cave, and then they brought him out. They looked at his diary, and the dude had lost a month. So they were making the point that whenever you do something that's different, whether it's going to a concert, whether you learn a new skill, but it's got to be like something different that's... Like, for instance, the uke, right? I'm learning that over the course of 6 months. It doesn't work, right? I'm saying, like, if you have, like, an event that's pretty big, like when you get fired or when you get hired for a new job, when you go to a show you've never seen before, when you go on vacation, they were making the point of do as many of those things as you can because that's how time kind of slows down. Like, if you think about this past weekend.
Yeah, that's where it hit me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize, like, okay, what did we do this weekend? Drake? To me, that felt like we did it a while back.
Yeah.
But it was actually on Friday.
But it's like all this stuff crammed into 2.5 days, right? So they were saying that, like think about your lunches, right? Like, do you know what you like ate last Thursday or Wednesday, or because you're going through the same motions, your brain doesn't really kind of like it, that stuff doesn't soak in, right? But if you have a lunch and let's say some celebrities right next to you, and you're like, holy crap, here's whoever the Rock is sitting next to me, right? Then you're gonna think about. Like, you're going to remember what you ate, and you're going to remember what you were doing before and after that lunch. So they were like, try to pack your life with as many unique experiences that you can. which is kind of like your mom never leaves the house.
No.
Time has to be flying by for her.
I mean, she doesn't mind though. Like when she gets out, she does it big, but otherwise, yeah, she's comfortable staying home.
So anyway, I thought that was a pretty. And then also when I was thinking about like for 4 or 5 years in a row, we'd go to Europe with our friends, and I'm like that also kind of like you would think about those years, right? Mm-hmm. Where there's other years where if you don't go on vacation, they kind of just you don't have any reference points. So I thought that was pretty interesting. There's some other stuff too that I kind of want to bring to the podcast because I was like, oh my god, this actually works.
Yeah. What book is it?
It's.
That's not working.
It's a memory book, right?
Memory book is not working.
It's something with Einstein. Hang on. It's where you guys talk.
Oh. PK's
I
searching the book.
want to know because I have horrible memory.
Yeah.
Either I don't know if I'm panicking, especially with names. I can never remember
it's
any names.
Moonwalking with Einstein is what it's called. Moonwalking with Einstein. And the premise of the book is like this dude was covering a memory competition to where these guys would memorize decks of cards, right? So they'd have like 4 different decks of cards and they have 5 minutes to go through them and then they would remember, right? So he was like, how do you guys do this? And one of the guys took him under his wing and was like, it's not that we have superpower memory. It's just that there's tricks to how to remember things, right? So throughout that course of the year, he started studying these tricks, and the following year, the reporter that was just reporting on these people ended up being in the championship of memory.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so he started remembering everything, right? And then there's really, really cool tricks on how you can do things. How do you, like, for instance, one of them was names. If you can't think of somebody's name that you just met, like they had
That's
10.
me.
That's me.
I can't remember names. With crap.
Yeah, you still can't remember. Like, we've almost been here 3 years and still.
Yeah, what were you saying? How do you remember names? Because you're like, you try to tell me on, wow, what was it, Friday or Saturday?
Well, like the girl that performed.
Yes.
Do you guys remember her name still?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, never mind.
I mean, do you drive?
I remember Kimberly.
Yeah, Kimberly D.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I remember you broke it down. I forgot how you broke it down.
There's like they had like different things in there. You still have to work on like how to get these things to work.
Yeah.
But like for instance, if there's a 10-digit number, like let me write down 10. This is really cool too.
Okay.
10-digit number. To remember a 10-digit number? Like a phone number is 10-digit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I guess to remember someone's number,
Like
that would
this
be.
number, could you remember it?
1, 2, 3, 8, 6, 2, 4, 9, what?
You probably couldn't, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Cannot.
Now, if you do this,
That'd be good. Kind of for
like if you do
important
this, could you
phone
remember
numbers.
it? Because then you can turn it into a date, and then you have 2 dates, and you'd be like, what happened on that date? So that's January 23rd, 86. And then you could do the next one. Now, it doesn't work if there's obviously but like you can break it down.
I could see where breaking it down could help you piece it together.
Like another one is they were like, I want to try this with like bank numbers because I never remember bank numbers. But let's say, give me like
PIN numbers?
give me like a 4-number PIN number. Yeah, give me any PIN number.
3214.
Okay, so they were like, if you are struggling to remember something as simple as a PIN number, right? Come up with a phrase where the first part of the phrase is 3 letters in the word, 2, 1, and 4. So, and this could be I don't know, like you'd have to come up with a phrase, and then you just remember that phrase, and then you're like, oh my God, the first word of that phrase has 3 letters, so my number is 3, 2, 1, 4.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So
like
it
the
is-
number
is it-
3, you could say
tricks.
the.
It's tricks, yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of practicing.
There's like I'll bring it tomorrow. There's like a page, and I'll read it to you guys tomorrow, and then by the end you'll be like, it's gonna blow your mind because
Yeah, that's what I want.
What?
I remember you telling me that too. I want
Yeah.
my mind blown.
There's a bunch of like different. One of them was for names. They were like they showed 10 students 2 pictures, right? And they had like 20 students in 2 different classes, 10 in each class, right?
Okay.
And in one class they showed like 10 pictures. One of them name was Baker, right? And then the other class they got 10 pictures, and one of them his profession was a baker, right? And then like 9 out of 10 kids that were told the profession versus the name remembered because he associated the fact that he's rolling bread and whatever.
Baker.
But
I feel
nobody
like
actually.
you got to do that. Just like create some kind of memory in your
Yeah.
head. Like I always paint the picture of something. Like I feel like that's most people. That's how you.
But I never
remember
did
things.
that. I never did that. I wish I would have done that. And then I started going down this rabbit hole, and like a lot of people in the med field, or like people starting to be doctors or nurses, they use these things to just kind of like remember the names of medicines and like.
Oh,
man, I
wow.
wish I would have remembered that in school because I was like a D student. I could never remember anything. Like if I could have used some of these tricks to kind of just remember things.
Yeah, that would help tremendously.
Yeah. So I'll bring you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll bring you, but some of the other examples. Let's see what else. You have your 3 stories?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let me flip the camera. Is this stupid news or what is this?
It's kind of stupid and kind of interesting. Well, actually,
Okay.
I think they're cool. So
Is it like, did you know? Is it
Headlines?
it's,
headlines?
yeah, it's more headlines. One is a funny news that with a video, and I got it on my phone so I could show the people.
Okay. So again, this is where we turn it over to Duryan. Duryan presents us his most interesting stories of the day.
Oh, dang it. Hold on. I forgot to close out all these tabs.
Oh, there's a lot of tabs he's got open.
Where is this?
That's the naughty tab.
Okay.
What's you got porn in there?
Nah, not on a company computer.
Well, while you do that, and before you're ready, let's see. I did want to say that shout out to the kids that we finally during the Drake show we went to our seats, right? And we didn't go to our seats till after like the what'd you call them, the Migo?
Oh, the Three Amigos?
Yeah, like the Three Amigos got done, then we got drinks, and then we're like, let's find out where our seats were because we were watching the show like standing room only downstairs. You know, we got to our seats, and these kids had sat in our seats.
And they were very comfortable sitting up there. I think that they were underage.
That was so high, though,
Yeah.
too.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're gonna sneak into seats, why are you gonna sneak into seats that are all the way by the roof?
the crappiest seats they could jack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes no sense
I
to
don't
me.
know how else, like, they couldn't have been that much worse unless they were up 5 rows, and then that would have been the very top. And then, like, oh, there's 3 seats here or 4, and just scoot down like 5 rows. But it was pretty up top.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
like-
sure everything else was full.
When people come, if they've moved down 4 rows, when people come, it's not going to be an issue. They'll be like, oh, yeah, right? They were trying to act like they were their seats, and then, you know, I'm like, dude, you guys probably had better seats than those. There's zero chance.
Unless
The
they
seats
were
are so high.
those 5 rows above
Yeah,
it.
why didn't they do what we did? It was so easy.
I don't know.
And we had like the best seats in the house.
Yeah, you just walk down to the concourse.
Because we told them, like, you guys go ahead and stay in our seats. We're going to try to jack better seats.
Yeah.
Well, what I said to him was like, hey, listen, if you take one good picture of us, you can have the seats. Because we
that's
were going
right.
to stay in those seats anyway. They were so freaking high up.
Yeah.
Right? And then the pictures were horrible.
They were.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Bad angle.
And then they ended up watching the show from like all the way to the roof. I'm like, brah, go down to 100 level and sneak some seats.
Yeah.
What are you doing up here?
I
and
think
you had to
'cause
have a ticket to get in.
Again, all of the seats were full because the show was sold out. But I think they were just hiding up there because, again, they were underage and they had some beers that they stole. So I think that's what was going on.
What's going on in the chat? You see anything in the chat? And do you have your stories ready?
Yes, I do.
All right, let me throw it over to you. Go.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So this one guy, he went to a football game to watch his favorite football team, the
Yeah.
Jets.
Nice.
They lost. So what did he do? He drank a whole bunch and actually drove. And he got pulled over. The cops told him, like, dude, you're drunk. His response was, let me get, oh, I had it highlighted. Let me get it. Okay. He said, I drank too much, officer, because the Jets suck. Next story. Next story. Here we go. This one reminds me of you, PK. Do you play darts at all?
No.
Okay, so there was this dart competition going on, and between 2 people, and the main guy who won was Anderson, who won. The guy who lost was a guy from Dutch, or he was Dutch. Anyways, he said he couldn't focus on his dart throwing game because of Anderson's farts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is me.
So
Yeah.
every time the championship went up there, I guess he was passing gas. And when the challenger came up, he said, what did he say? He said, it'll take me 2 nights to lose the smell from my nose. That's how bad it was. And he lost because of it.
Because
Yeah.
of the stench.
Yeah, now remind me of
Did
PK.
you smell me in Costco?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's all me.
Did you also do it at VR when we first walked up?
Yeah.
Because it hit me when we walked up. Like, oh,
God.
dude.
You did smell that one?
Yeah, your airstrikes are strong, my friend.
Definitely check your gut out.
That's this is an airplane taking off, by the way. Don't get
Yeah.
it twisted. Don't think it's something else.
That means airstrike.
That means airstrike. The airplane's taking off. But we gotta come up with a new code for that because I feel like it looks like we're saying Hitler or
I
something.
know, it does. Like,
it's
oh,
like no.
attack him. What is he doing?
Maybe do 2?
Or how do you do an airplane?
Dolphin. How do you do air?
This is a dolphin?
Oh, like this. Like this.
Yeah, airstrike.
There it is.
All right, I like that. Let's go. There you go.
This last one is hilarious. Couldn't stop laughing at it. Imagine kayaking in New Zealand. Very beautiful.
Right.
Imagine a sea dog coming up to you, a seal, coming up
What's a
to you.
sea dog?
And then you want to, pet it or something, but the seal comes closer, and then what does the seal do? Slaps you in the face with an octopus. And I have video. The video is great.
I'm pretty sure I saw this like a month ago.
No, this happened. Okay, it happened this year. Let's just say that. It's happened this year. So, yeah.
Did it say when this year?
Yeah, September.
Pretty sure I saw this a month ago.
You saw it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
man. The slap was really hard, though.
That happens, you know.
Oh, man. You want to see it again?
No, I already saw it. All
That's
right.
funny.
Oh, you came prepared too, Ryan.
sure did. I know.
I got. Are you done, or do you have any more stories?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
All right, you want to go to your usual mic, and then let me do a joke real quick.
Jokes, here come the jokes.
Hey, Duryan.
Yes.
I'm not saying Denise is a bad cook, but she uses the smoke alarm as a timer.
That was
Oh no.
Oh, that one's good.
That was good. Huh?
Dang.
Yeah. You guys want to do the things that make you go, hmm?
Sure.
Yes. Things that make you go, We're getting there.
Where are you going down with them, hmm? It's things that make you go, hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we doing it again?
Yeah, it's time for a...
Things that make you go,
Not gelling today. If aliens were to look at the moon from 50 light years away, next year, July 16th, they would see Neil Armstrong there. What? Because time, it takes the light that much time to get somewhere.
Dude, that's...
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't even really wrap my mind around that.
That's
but-
because you're dumb. Let's do one more.
Oh.
Things that make you go, If you lock up your girlfriend and a dog in the trunk of a car, which one would be most excited to see you when you open it up?
The dog.
no.
The dog.
The
would be-
dog.
Don't look anyone in the trunk.
Put that one to the test. All right, so on Fridays we do the review. Of course, the review is anytime you're wondering about anything at all, whether it's an experience, whether it's something to eat, drink, whether it's anything, get that idea to us. We'll review it. We usually take the weekend to review, and we come back and we score it on Mondays. You did what this week?
I did ketchup on everything. So anything I had to eat, ketchup was on it.
And your score for ketchup on everything is
3.75.
what was your favorite, the best part about putting ketchup on everything, and the worst?
Okay, so the best part about putting ketchup on everything is like I really want to know if it tastes good.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, actually my favorite one that tastes great with ketchup, believe it or not, is pizza. That blew my mind. Like it's actually really good. Like I'm thinking I'll probably dip every pizza I get with ketchup.
Did you like
that's-
the cold temperature of the ketchup, or does it need to be room temperature?
No,
you
the
think?
cold,
You didn't mind the cold?
temperature or room temperature, either way.
Okay.
Really?
Even with the chicken Alfredo, it tasted good with that
I
too.
forgot that you did chicken Alfredo
Yeah,
as well.
chicken Alfredo. Even the nacho tastes
Okay.
good too.
What was the worst item
worst-
that you put ketchup on?
Okay, of course, any alcohol shot, garbage.
Yeah, I think we saw that
was
on
nasty.
Friday's podcast. Ugh.
The donut too, nasty. The glazed donut, not good. And the apple pie, horrible.
You got so lucky, my friend, because on Friday we had it set up with a bar that we were going to go get drinks, and the bartender was going to come up and just pour ketchup in your beer.
God.
But he ended up going to the hospital that day. So, yeah, you got so lucky,
You got
bro.
very lucky.
You got so
Wow.
lucky.
Yeah.
But let me play the video for everybody watching the podcast. Again, if you're on Spreaker, you'll be able to hear this. This is just a few different items that you put ketchup on, all kind of edited together. Once we get to the shot, I'll stop it because that was on Friday's podcast. But before then, and by the way, like the first clip right now, and I have it up, you see a giant napkin. Yet you still put the cracker on the dirty. I don't even know what the thing
Here's
is.
the
A
thing,
table?
is we're saying it's Duryan's place, but it's like the club room where everybody has access to go hang out, put their feet up, put whatever they want on these tables.
Why did you put it on the napkin?
I don't know. I saw you put the napkin down, but it didn't really click.
All right. So here's a little compilation of clips from the review. Ketchup on everything. The review ketchup on everything challenge.
What do we got? We got Wheaton?
Wheaton.
Oh, shit.
Come on, bro. I would just like to note that I laid out a napkin.
With a,
God.
oh, dang it. They come out so fast, too, the ketchup.
Well, can I get a shot of tequila then?
Yeah, but you got to put a drop of ketchup in it.
That's a lot, too.
Dude.
Oh, shit, this is actually pretty good. Damn, this is actually pretty good. This is good.
2 thumbs up.
Oh, my God, horrible. Oh, my God.
So far the best.
Oh my God! Swallow!
God, he's shaking. No.
Swallow! What is
It's so much worse to swallow.
All right, let me pause that because that was on Friday's show. You can go back and check it out there. But can you walk me through the shot? Like when you did the shot? Yeah.
Yeah, so my main goal with the shot was just to shoot it and go down the throat hella fast.
Right.
So, with the ketchup and it was all gooey in there.
Was it chunky?
Yeah, it was chunky. Soon as I put the shot in my mouth, my throat closed automatically. Like I couldn't open it. I'm like, what the hell, throat? And so I just had that in my mouth and it was burning a little bit and I could feel the fumes and taste the ketchup still. And so it took a while for me to open up that throat. When I did, it went down, but then a little bit more came out again, and I swallowed it back down. So it threw up. I collected it in my mouth, and then I forced it back down again.
Was the last time you threw up on the Playhouse days? Did you go 10 years without ever throwing up?
It's
and now we're back to it daily.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh man, but yeah, that was nasty.
So you technically had ketchup on your vomit and swallowed it.
Yeah, you're technically right.
Now let me say this. There's not going to be a podcast. I don't know about Wednesday, but definitely not on Thursday and Friday. And you're flying back.
Yes.
To see Bryson, to see Jessica.
See the whole fam.
Hopefully you'll make it back here because you don't land here until Monday morning at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And we got a show to do.
What are you?
What were you thinking when you did that?
What are you gonna do?
Well, I didn't. My girl, she planned it and everything. I'm like, cool. I get back right when I have to start work. Awesome.
So, do you think
She
you're
pushed it to the limit.
Are you gonna just come straight here?
That's the plan. Either
Yeah.
come straight back to my house and get a cat nap, or maybe just sleep out here and get a cat nap.
Yeah.
So,
Your girl's pushed it.
I can
I
give
know.
you the key to our office. There's that massage chair.
ooh, I might do that.
Yeah.
I might do that.
All right, so I'm worried about a couple things. I'm worried. So what I was going to get to is, so this week you're going to review flying on one of the busiest days of the year.
Yeah.
So that will be your review for next week.
Okay.
All right.
Because it's going to be not just one,
Yeah.
but 2 days. Because Wednesday is like one of the most busiest, but then you also people leave like today or Thursday or whatever. Sunday, everyone's coming back home.
Yep.
Everyone pushes it, so that's going to be.
I'll make sure to take video.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
That's gonna be your actual review.
Are you
What's up?
Are you carrying anything? Are you?
I'm going to carry, because I still have a bunch of clothes and shoes over there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to carry that much on the suitcase. So I'm going
Okay.
to leave a bunch of space so I can bring stuff more back.
Oh, okay.
Hey, should I be worried about the fact that you're gonna see your son again?
What?
And he's having a really difficult time because you are. I was telling one of my other buddies about you.
Yeah.
I was like, no matter what anybody says about Duryan, he's like the sweetest, kindest, nicest person on the planet. And like as a kid, the perfect dad.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm sure you guys went on ninja excursions, whatever that means. But I'm sure
Oh, yeah. Like geocaching and
Yeah,
all that.
that.
geocaching, like
Yes.
you're spending some quality time with Bryson,
Yeah.
right? So should I be worried? Because when you go back, you're going to see Bryson. You're going to see his excitement. Daddy's home. Is Daddy not going to come back?
No, Daddy is going to come back.
Daddy's coming back.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think he'll be happy because I got him that gift at
I know
Best
he's
Buy.
going to be ecstatic.
So-
but like when you leave again,
Yeah, that's going to be
is
really
Daddy
rough.
coming back?
Daddy is going to come back, but hopefully Bryson's strong enough to let me go again. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well, how are you guys going to do that? Are you going to put him to bed and like kind of cuddle with him, and
Are you
then
gonna
as soon as
sneak
he's
out?
asleep,
See you
you're
in the
sneaking out of that?
morning.
Yeah. How do you?
No, I'm just gonna tell him, I'll see you in Christmas, but hopefully that will buy a little time. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to spend as much time as I can with him, just so it gets it through the system. So
Okay.
hopefully, when I
he-
do leave,
Is he doing any better?
he's doing a lot better. So
So he's over you. Maybe that's
No, he's
I
not
didn't
over
think about that.
me. No, he's doing a little bit better with the attitude at school and stuff.
Okay.
So that's good because his mind is somewhere else. I guess they do workouts. So Jessica and Bryson will actually do fitness stuff together.
Oh.
And he's actually going to the gym and doing like pull-ups and stuff. I'm like, dude, he's going to get stronger than me.
Oh.
So yeah.
Remember our drunk idea?
What was
1
it?
minute fitness every day.
Yeah. Just
What's
randomly.
that?
Just randomly, we pop on. We do 1 minute fitness exercises for everybody.
We'll set the alarms.
Today we're doing curls. 1 minute. Done.
Yep.
And that's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
Randomly.
Do you even break a
Today's
sweat?
leg day.
Oh my god.
Done.
It might work.
Yo.
Dude, I'm already sweating.
Yeah, me too. Just because I have the flu and I have body aches everywhere. It didn't help last night either that the Sunday turn up. How many times have you guys heard me talking about this? But the Sunday turn up last night was lit.
It was extra.
Dude,
Yes.
you said you heard gunshots going off?
I'm pretty sure. Like I was woken out of my sleep. And I'm like, oh my god! And I look and I'm like, oh, there's still a ton of people out here. I guess. I guess everybody was all right. I didn't see it on the news.
Sunday,
so.
turn up.
My God.
Dude, you need to get that medicine. As soon as you get that medicine, let me know if it helped.
What's this? Maybe somebody in the chat knows if
like-
this is crap
Here, I
or if
gotta-
this is a legit thing.
Sambuco?
I got a picture of it.
What you said you found it where?
Yeah. Well, I ordered it through Amazon, but it said it was available at Walmart and Walgreens.
God, he doesn't know where the camera is.
Which one? Should I do this one? Block Denise.
There you go. I
see
got
it?
it. I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sambuco.
Sam.
You know there's a camera
Black
that stares right
Elder.
at you, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Great. Now you turn Denise's camera all blurry. You're good. So what's this?
But
What's
it's
the story
like
about buying this stuff?
natural remedies or something?
Yeah, my roommate has it, and every time he gets sick, he'll get medicine. But he went to, I forgot where, a store, but this clerk told him to get this stuff. It works like a charm, so he got it, tried it, and he says it's like magic. Like he'll feel a flu coming on, he'll take it, and it's gone the next day.
That good.
That good.
I
yeah.
was
Okay, I'm
reading
gonna try.
on Amazon reviews too. Now I know sometimes they're not all real, but they were all great reviews. And someone
Really?
says that they take them like every day because they have like gummies also.
Oh.
So,
I might have to get some of this too.
yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that stuff is that, like Todd, our buddy Todd, used to take this wellness formula thing, right? He never got sick. Like everybody has like something they take that never get sick.
Yeah.
But then I asked Todd like a few years later. I'm like, "Yo, you still take that wellness?" He was like, "No."
Oh.
I'm like, "Wait, if it's this magical potion that you never get sick off of taking, why'd you stop taking it?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Doesn't
So-
your body get used to it? Like your immune system just gets
I don't know.
used
My
to it
immune
after
system
time?
is obviously just a hot pile of crap.
Yeah, you really got to take care of yourself.
I'm trying. Oh, what? What would you do differently if you were me?
Eat
This
lean
past
pocket.
weekend, it was nonstop.
Eat lean pockets.
I was like, no Costco pizza, maybe some soup.
You ate the Costco pizza.
I know I did, but I'm saying if I'm not feeling 100%, I'm eating soup. Like when I was sick last week, I had spicy chicken broth and then I had tomato soup and mashed potatoes.
See, that's my
But now,
problem.
PK, not only do you not feel well, but you got like a toothache or something. Again.
Yeah.
So what's going on with your mouth?
What do you mean again?
Because you already have to get 2 dead teeth out at the end of the month.
Okay, let's stop calling them dead teeth.
But they are.
They're just no.
They're not alive anymore. They
God
are
damn it, stop. Let's not talk about my-
dead. They're goners. They got to be pulled out of your mouth.
You got to eat chicken noodle soup now?
What do you mean?
Because you can't chew and you're.
Yeah, what are you
can't eat?
eating now? Because you ate pizza
What are
last
you
night.
bitches talking about?
No,
You're
you-
making me very upset.
Well, you're getting
I'm
sick.
very upset right now.
So you should eat chicken noodle soup.
Like, brah.
Chunky chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
No, when I feel sick, I eat pizza.
Let's be honest. When you feel fine, you eat pizza.
Oh, my poops though. I just
Oh, gross.
It was a weird green, dark
TMI,
green color.
TMI.
Is that good or bad?
That's
I don't think it's good.
bad.
It didn't
no.
look normal.
That's
you
bad.
blew
So
it
I was
up?
trying to think of like, was I juicing?
No.
Like, because that turns the
You
juicing
would've
is like
known if
poop
you were-
watercolor. It's
Yeah.
like the color of the
You
you
were
know.
not juicing.
Like muddy?
Yeah, that's why I don't know why it's that color. That's not a good thing. And I didn't take any of the pills that make it that color.
Yeah.
What's that? Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol too. Well, that's what it looks like. Pepto-Bismol poop without the Pepto-Bismol.
God. Oh, man. Yeah.
Hopefully, whatever you got goes away fast.
Brent is saying spicy faux.
Yeah.
Oh.
Faux show.
Yeah, that's what I had last week. It's delicious. And then I made it for you a Saturday morning, remember?
Garlic? Who said? Jillian said garlic?
Good.
You told me about garlic.
Yes, I saw that not too long ago. They were like, if you do garlic, it's, somebody, and also vitamin C. Vitamin C, I heard, is a myth, too. I heard that you get enough vitamin C from the other foods that, like, it doesn't really.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have emergency, so I was taking that too, like emergency and soups
You got to write it out, see what happens.
and hot tea.
Anything else that we got to cover real quick? Because I'm going to go home and have some pizza and
Some pizza. Get better.
Is there anything? Podcast, as far as the podcast is concerned for this week, probably tomorrow, definitely on Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow on Wednesday we'll do the podcast, and then that's going to be it for this week. And I'm trying to figure out the podcast stuff too, because I don't know. I have some crazy
You have
ideas.
more
so.
ideas?
I have some ideas, so
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. But anything else that you guys want to bring up? Anything that you can think
Is
of?
your dad coming today?
We don't know. Who said my dad was coming today?
Your sister.
Well, he never told me he was coming. He was supposed to be here last Tuesday.
Yeah, so
I think I think he's going to come out out of the blue.
yeah.
Spit it out, bro.
Unannounced. Unannounced.
Spit it out. Oh, that's what we didn't talk about.
What?
Your cauliflower rice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, geez, Louise, dude, what are
that's
you
been
doing?
going on for the whole week.
How have you been in your place now? 4 weeks?
Just under 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened?
It smells every time I open the fridge. the whole place just raw sewage smell comes out of it. And even when I open it up real quick to shut it, it doesn't matter. Even when I open it up and run out the door and shut the apartment door, it seeps out too, and I smell it.
In the hallway?
Yeah.
Oh, so people think that you're stinky.
Yeah. And so when I get home, I have to open up the windows to let it air out. And every time I open up that fridge, I can never pinpoint where it's coming from.
So in your fridge, what do you got?
I have some soda, some condiments, bread,
hot dogs,
hot dog.
Why did it take Denise? I asked you earlier how long it took Denise, and you said 2 to 5 seconds to figure out it was the cauliflower rice that was stinking it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the gap in, like, what happened?
Well, I thought it was broccoli, so I had a couple broccolis in there.
How did she not think that? How did she find out that it was the cauliflower rice?
No, because I seriously opened it up and tried to figure out what's going on. She goes in there, opens up the fridge. I see her stick her head in there, zone in. Yeah. I'm like, what's she doing? Next thing you know, she pulls out this white thing, cauliflower rice. I'm like, yeah, it's my cauliflower rice. Why? She goes, smell it. I smelled it. Oh my God! it was that was ground zero right there, man.
But why did it take her 5 seconds? Why couldn't you stick your head in there and smell it?
In my head, every time I seen that cauliflower bag, I never opened it up. It's fresh sealed too, that I never opened up, and thought to myself, there's no way it's coming out of there. It's fresh, it's sealed. But apparently I was wrong.
Yeah.
How bad was the smell?
Horrible. It smelled like as soon as I walked in, I'm like, oh no.
Dude, it was
How
sewage.
can you sleep with this stench?
Yeah, I was really mad.
I'm like, do you have any you need to light the candles that your girl got you with your cologne, like.
And then you do that hack with the baking soda.
Yeah.
That's not a hack. You just put baking soda. You take baking soda, you open up the lid, put it in your fridge. Not a hack. It just absorbs the smell.
Oh, yeah.
The hack.
I need to do that.
It's just funny that I knew that was gonna happen. So like when she came down, she was like, "Oh yeah, it was
extra strong nose too. Like I could smell anything, but
if it's as bad as you guys are making it out to be,
it's
horrible.
It shouldn't have taken him days to figure out it's cauliflower rice.
Days. How long have you had that?
A week.
You've had that thing?
No, the smell been out there for like a week.
Oh no!
And it kept on getting worse. And I really thought there's a dead rat maybe underneath the fridge. I was thinking about calling maintenance guy to fix the fridge or something. I really could not pinpoint it. Yeah, until you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
2 seconds later.
I have a question. Because the other thing is that you think there's somebody living in your walls.
Yeah. Not only that, another item went missing. Another
Start
item.
at the beginning so people know.
Okay, so I moved into this place. Everything's cool. It's just me. I still have my suitcase everywhere. But I came with tons of socks, black and white. All my white socks are gone, except for one.
One pair? Just one sock?
No, just one sock. And I at least had 12 of each. Pairs.
12 pairs? Oh.
Yeah, so like 24 pairs?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
But all the white socks are gone, except for one. So I found that really, really strange. It is. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then
There's nobody else in your place.
No, nobody else. I'm the only one that has the key.
Okay.
And the spare key, I know where it's at. And then I had these khaki pants that I really liked, right?
Yeah.
They're gone. Oh. And I was like, where are these at? I searched everywhere. The closet, the suitcases, emptied out the suitcases.
It's not like you got furniture for stuff to fall behind.
No.
What people need to understand is this apartment is empty as hell.
Yeah.
He's got one stool. There's nothing
I got a
for
stool.
things to go behind.
I got a stool and one bed. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Under so you have your bed, like your mattress set up. Is there like a box spring? Can stuff be like head under?
No, I checked. I looked all
like even
there.
like behind like where you sleep though. Like you check back.
I checked everywhere.
Okay.
It's the cauliflower rat thief from Trisha.
Thank you, Trisha.
Now
Dude.
I also wondering because I didn't. Sometimes apartments can smell if you like try to wash something and you forgot that you washed it and you are leaving it in there. Did you maybe?
No, I did laundry.
Drunkenly put laundry in and forget?
Nope. I even
Not in
checked
the
my dirty laundry bin. Check that. So this morning, another item went missing.
On top of the khaki pants?
On top of the khaki pants, on top of my socks. Now,
10
this
and a
one's
half pairs of socks.
scary. This one kind of freaked me out this morning. No lie.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go over and help.
Yeah, because they got one door that I can't open. I can't open the door. I don't have access to it too, and it freaks me out.
That's the water heater.
Are you sure? I don't know. I never seen it. I never seen it.
What kind of door? What does this door look like?
It's like a door, just a door that has like blinds, but you can't really see in there. But it has like it doesn't even have a handle. It just has a lock.
Okay, what do you think that's where the man that's living in your walls comes out of?
It could be.
To steal socks?
It could be.
Khaki pants and
what else?
No, okay, this one is freaked me out this morning. It was a knife. A knife. My favorite knife that I use for cutting stuff. If I have to open up my rice, I cut it. You know, if I get new clothes, I cut the tags off with this knife. It's gone. It's gone, PK. Denise, it's gone. A knife.
Have you checked the balcony?
No, I really don't go out there. I just go out, I open the door.
Are you sure you didn't get drunk and move some stuff out there, or?
No, the balcony's clear.
Okay, well, I find it really hard to believe that somebody's breaking in to steal socks, khakis, and a knife.
I mean, you can't. It's a possibility.
And here's the other thing. If it's so difficult for you to keep things in place now, when your apartment's completely empty, what happens when you get furniture?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm scared because the knife's gone. It was my favorite knife.
Do you have another knife, or is this the only one you got?
Yeah, I got 2 more, but
okay.
That one was my favorite because it fits in the hand.
I'm telling you, something happens. You hit that weed pen.
Are you sure you didn't hide it by like
in.
the side of your bed? Because maybe in your drunken stew, you thought that, hey, someone's breaking in, so I got to keep this knife, and it's great in my hands in case I wake up and they're there. And
we had this like community thing.
Oh yeah, tell them about the dog. This is great.
Oh God, yeah. So on the post, so at the apartments, they have like a Facebook thing just for the apartments, so people could post stuff, sell stuff. Anyways, one person said, "Hey, somebody let my dogs out. Help!" Shaking my head. This place is horrible. Probably 2 hours later, another reply. "Hey, there's a dog running around barking everywhere on the 3rd floor." So, yeah, it's pretty
how do they
eventful.
let the dogs out?
I don't know.
Maybe maybe that same person.
The fire alarm people, weren't they testing fire alarms the other day?
They could have probably let the dog loose, but
and stolen your knife.
They're not going in and stealing knives. And remember, this started with the socks. Your socks are somewhere.
Were they clean or dirty socks?
Well, they were dirty, but I was trying to wash them. And then when I was trying to gather all my white socks, like everywhere, I only found one. Not pair, one. One sock, one white one. I can't explain it. I'm going crazy.
I think so.
Like at
Do you
nighttime,
sleepwalk?
I don't think so.
You think that's it?
I don't know because
Well, when I'm drunk, I do. But
which is like when, like every
yeah.
But the problem is there's nowhere to hide these things.
No, there's
so
not.
unless you're drunk and you're tossing them over the balcony.
Maybe I should look down there, make sure there's
you see
no
like
items.
there's a knife sticking like
in my socks right there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do a post on and see if anyone's found like
That's-
random socks.
I was gonna do a random post around my complex saying, "Hey, does anyone feel like there's stuff missing from their apartments every now and then, just to see what
Do you
happens?"
think that
Why don't you set up a camera?
Yeah,
That's from Gabe.
that's
Set up a camera.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
I need to. You know how to do that because you got cams, don't you?
I mean, I don't just have cameras in my back pocket.
Okay, but yeah, that's a great idea.
You should get like a Nest Cam or something. But then you might see how you act when you're like drunk, which might be kind of scary.
that
You're
would be
obviously
freaky.
hiding everything, just like when you
Have
came
you
over.
opened all your cabinets?
No, I'm telling you, you booby trap, you hide stuff just like when you were drunk and you came over to my house and you hid all my knives and chip bags.
Oh, dang.
And I almost lost a hand.
Have
And
you
I was like, WTF? And you said, oh, yeah, I thought it'd be funny to booby trap your chips.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
cereal.
I should check the Cheez-Its and the cereal boxes. The knife might be in there. That's a good point.
Yeah. And then the socks.
Yeah.
The pair of khakis is, I don't know what the khakis can be in, but
I'm gonna try to find them today.
I feel like they're all. You probably drunkenly thought you're gonna wash everything, and then you just got distracted.
But where is he going to lose the stuff? This
Yeah.
place is not that big.
It's not.
Did you check next to the behind the dryer? Washer and dryer?
Ooh.
Do you have a hamper?
What do you mean, ooh? That's the #1 spot you first should check.
It's probably in the dryer.
I don't know. I'm gonna go today and like do a thorough search, like search and rescue for these things.
I feel like, do you have a full-blown washer and dryer, or is it
It's a stack.
stackable?
It's a stack.
Stackable.
Yeah, it's stackable.
Okay.
So maybe like
I don't know.
you definitely got.
It's definitely in
Do you
there.
have a hamper for your dirty clothes?
I do, but I empty that.
Do you think that maybe you
Yeah, drunkenly
thought,
over the balcony.
maybe you
No,
thought
that's
the
the only-
trash can was a hamper when you were drunk and then threw them all away by accident?
Oh, dang, that's very possible too.
Yeah, because
think,
they look the same. Like
I know.
your trash can and the hamper are about the same height.
Bigger possibility than ghosts coming in. By the way, Cyan saying, why you know Ninja, Duryan? What are you going to do with that Twitter name?
Huh? I don't know.
Twitter name is like the most complicated Twitter name on the face of the earth.
I like it.
It's such a complicated Twitter name.
Watch. If there's a better idea, I'll change it.
It could be anything is a better idea. Why you know Ninja, and then it's
How
like...
about just Duryan?
It's a Y, it's a U, then ninja. I'm like, what? It's such a complicated.
Or I am a ninja.
Anyway, why you know ninja? Atlanta is full of ghosts, an old city with lots of drama associated with its history, so I wouldn't be surprised.
It's kind of scary.
The way to lose weight: hide knives in the food from Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy. The amount of things that you've done to booby trap houses and like I don't. All right. We gotta get out of here. Anything else? We good?
I think that's it. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Take
We
that
got a
mid.
cabin this weekend. I'm supposed to get naked and be like,
Free.
yeah, with the woods and bears and stuff. Are bears still out?
No, I think it's like wintertime now, ish. Well, I don't know.
but
It's
they
going to be
don't-
like 67 in Atlanta today, so I don't know. This whole weather, I think that's
Cougars.
also.
How do bears know like if it's winter or not? If it's 67,
Cold.
but it's 67 today.
But it's going to be, it like gets down to the 30s, so maybe once they realize it's like,
But do they wake up in the middle of the day and they're like, oh, it's summer? No, it's got cold
Gotta
tonight.
go back in.
Yeah, like I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Apologize for the
PK.
slow podcast. That's what I was thinking. Let me flush out some of the ideas before I bring them to the table because I feel like anytime I get excited about something and I talk about it, it never happens. So.
Aww. And PK always does say, he's like, this is just going to be a short like I always say, but I promise it's going to be a short podcast. I don't feel well. And then an hour later.
I don't feel well. Well, I just, the problem is I don't want to do a half-ass podcast because I can't formulate words, so, but it's fun. Then I look over and see everybody in the chat and it just gets me
Everyone's having
excited.
a good time. Yeah.
Yarel, too, what's up in the Spreaker chat. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. If you have any ideas for Duryan, mystery box is going to come back. Don't you worry. And I've been saving some great items for the first item of the mystery box. Holy crap.
Oh, God.
Dude, I've been saving. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Jeez.
So,
I'm not excited.
mystery box, I do believe, maybe even Wednesday.
Ooh, that's soon, huh?
Yeah, because on the radio show, we're going to have mystery box Mondays, but we're going to do it first on the podcast.
Okay.
So I can edit it down and make it, because
This-
sometimes this guy goes in the mystery box and he's in there for an hour.
This box is a little dirty and gross from 10 years ago.
I'm getting sick now, too, PK.
The only reason I saved the mystery box was to give you the opportunity to burn it and take an axe to it and do whatever But
my
Fate
dream.
had different plans. Fate ended up having you come back to radio.
Why, Fate?
The mystery box never got tossed out
I
or
never
destroyed.
did.
With vomit on it, with bugs on it, I carried it around the country. It was in Houston for 6 years.
Yep.
It was in 2 different apartments here.
One day, I will destroy it. One day.
I saved it only for you to destroy.
Every time you go out on our balcony, like last night, I thought for sure you're going to throw it over or something.
The wind just threw it over. Oh, my God.
Because it's the only thing that and Taylor Swift that's all zip tied up there.
Wait, and then this weather has the bears confused. They should be going to sleep, but the weather is messing them up, so be careful up north when you get to the cabins.
And this,
I've always wanted to see a bear. It's bucket list thing, right? So one time we went up there, I cooked everything we had.
That's my favorite story right there. All the
She was
good
so
meat,
pissed, bro.
the burgers and ribs.
and pizza.
This is
like
our MO.
everything.
I love that.
Our MO is when we go up to the cabin, we usually go for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So the minute the show's over, then we jet over to the grocery store and then we spend a couple $100 on because we don't want to leave the cabin.
Right.
Once we check into the cabin, we want to have everything there. We're not leaving. We're naked. We're just.
You keep saying naked. I don't remember the last time I was naked at the
always naked.
cabin. No, I
You
have
get the hot tub.
I have a bathrobe on, and I have a swimming suit in the bathtub. I mean,
Naked.
hot tub. No,
So-
I'm not.
The first day, right? So we had a pizza, we had a rack of ribs, we had burgers, we had some.
God, I'm so hungry right
Yeah,
now.
that sounds good.
We had some sausages and we had chorizo steak, right? Chorizo steak, we're going to make breakfast with it or whatever. So the first night we get there, we have some wine. We have a lot of wine. Denise passes out at 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, what do I do now? So, myself, I just jammed out to some music. I started reading the book that everybody signs.
Yeah.
The guest book.
The guest book, and there was a family that was we saw a family of bears. And I'm like, oh, I totally want to see a bear. And outside, they got trash cans that were close the lid.
Yeah.
Because the bears will smell it. And I'm like, well, time for the bears to smell something. So I fire up the grill, all the meat that we have. I fire up the oven too. I put the pizza in the oven.
God dang.
Oh yeah,
That must have smelled so good, though.
Dude, it was a big grill too, right? I fire up the grill, rack of ribs, chorizo steak, everything is on this grill, right? The smell's going everywhere. I'm sitting there, I'm having some more wine, I'm snacking on the meat. I'm like, all right. I don't see no bear, so I start throwing food in the
Like the pizza, he used that as a frisbee.
In the forest?
I flung the frisbee because the pizza, because the deck that the grill was on was like a story up.
Oh, okay.
It was on stilts.
So you're safe.
So I'm like, yeah, these bears, I want to see them, but they're not going to mess me up because they're going to be down there.
Ooh, they could probably climb on the stilts.
I didn't think that. I was drunk.
Sure they could.
I did not think about that.
Absolutely, they
have to
could.
throw a bottle out.
So I'm like, I don't see anybody coming up here. So then I started breaking the ribs and tossing it in the woods.
Oh my God.
The sausages go next. Burgers. I fling the pizza. My depression, I go to bed, no bears. Next day, she's pissed. She's yelling at me. We have to go to Walmart to get more food because all of our food's in
I
like
can
everything.
still see it. Yeah, it's all in the forest.
And I'm like, I didn't see no bears, And then we get back, and I forgot who I was telling the story, but they were like, hey, stupid, it's January. They're all hibernating. And I'm like, sons of bitches. Stupid hibernating bears.
I love it.
I've yet to see a bear. We saw deer, and that's it. We saw 2 deer. I see more wildlife here, downtown Atlanta, than in the woods.
I don't know. This cabin is different than where we usually go. We usually go up towards like Cherry Log, Blue Ridge, but this time we're going a little bit further, a little bit more east. And this particular cabin, because there was like nothing else open, is deep in the forest. Like deep.
Oh, snap. Yeah, bears climb.
Yes, they do.
So says the chat. Yeah, what do you got to say?
No, I bet you if you saw a bear, would you freak out? Would you try to take pictures of it?
I was going to take... I was pretty drunk.
Because that'd be kind of like... Seeing a bear at the zoo is cool because you got the cage right in front of you, but seeing a bear in the wilderness, like just between you and the bear...
I would have taken pictures, for sure.
Because that happened
But then if it would have started climbing, I would have...
That happened to Dan because like when they went on their last vacation, they went hiking and they saw a bear. And it was like a scary looking bear. Yeah, and he got like the back of it.
But like, dude, nothing came out for any of that.
Well, no, because they were hibernating.
No deer. Everything hibernates? Where the deer at?
Maybe the squirrels
the moose?
came out. The moose.
It's like nothing, man. Nothing came out. So
it's not meese.
there was like
moose.
Ribs, and then I'm like, oh man, the cleaning people are gonna be pissed because like if you look over the balcony, you just see like
this delicious food.
Maybe
hamburger patties.
Maybe birds came like the next day or something.
I didn't even see birds the next day. We were there for 2 other days. I just was looking at chunks of food everywhere. Like, what the F? So.
Oh man.
I'm excited for this weekend. I had a dream about you last night.
What?
I had a dream about you too.
Sexual or non-sexual?
No, non-sexual.
What about with me?
Yeah. It was one of those like you wake up.
Jesus.
I wasn't there.
Okay. That's a horrible look.
But you were in the one with Duryan because we're doing an event, an upscale event at a hotel.
Sweet.
And then we were like, Duryan, you cannot get too drunk. You can't get you drunk like we have, like kind of like in real life.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time in real life.
In real life, yeah. So you get you drunk, and then you're like comatose on the ground. People are staring at us, so we had to grab a leg each. And then we had to drag you to the elevator to get you to the room, to get you to pass out. It was very, very stressful.
That's something that could happen in real life, though.
I know!
Like, yeah. Maybe you're foreshadowing a dream.
I was like, oh, man.
If we ever go to this hotel, let me know.
Yeah, I know. If we ever have deja vu, we'll be like, oh, this is where.
Hotel.
No hotels.
Oh, man. Dreams will really mess with you, too, because then, you know.
Yeah.
Remember that's one time I punched my girl in the face because of the dream? It was because of the dream. I'll make sure.
Please elaborate, wife beater.
No, because it was when Puerto Rico, when you guys' wedding.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was ghost hunting in my dream, and when I saw the ghost, I was like, "Oh crap! There's a ghost right there. If I capture it, I'm gonna be rich. I got a ghost." Anyways, I come to the ghost and I put a blanket over the ghost in my dream, and I started wailing on the ghost, punching it, and the next thing you know, I hear screaming like ah. And I wake up like, huh? What? I was like, oh, why are you punching me? Why are you punching me? I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? It's like I had a dream I was hunting a ghost. You're not a ghost, are you? No! But yeah, it was scary. So yeah.
And she stayed with you.
Yeah, it was really a ghost dream. Like I was really into it.
How hard were you?
It wasn't like, yeah.
You make it sound like, you make it sound pretty bad.
It was just like love taps like this.
Okay.
But yeah, I punched her.
Do I need to call anybody?
No, it was an accident. It was a dream.
Should I text her and be like, hey, do you need help?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe
I wonder
that's
if
why
she
she's staying far away.
Excited for you to move to the East Coast.
Nah, misunderstanding.
By the
Dreams
way,
will make you do
fun
that.
fact for everybody. That's exactly how Duryan ended up on the radio show because we had Naveen, his ex-girlfriend, was on the show. And you called Naveen up crying because a ghost jumped into your body.
Yeah. I don't
While
know. Something like
sleeping
that.
again. This was years ago. And I'm like, this guy can't be for real. Have him come down. And then the rest is history.
And I mean, the ghost has followed you to Atlanta. He's still in your socks.
I need a priest in
your
my
knife
house.
and khakis.
Ghost hunting in preparation for your ATL sock thief.
Sock
And knife thief, yeah. And
Are you a ghost? Patrick's asking.
Hope not.
PK said Houston. So glad they're happy in ATL. I do miss Houston. I love ATL. I do miss Houston. Two of my favorite cities. Like it could have ended up so much worse. When we left Houston, we could be in like, I don't know, St. Louis or something where it's cold, or like.
Yeah.
Anything up north is just cold. Like I just, at least, you know. So I do miss Houston a lot, though. Do you miss Houston?
Yeah, I mean, I miss my friends there. Yeah.
You gotta do Houston. I'm afraid. Like, there's a couple of cities that actually I don't know, because you're doing so well in Atlanta now, and I nobody. I mean, Tony thought that you'd be dead by now.
I know. Yeah,
Did he tell you that when you had dinner?
He goes,
What
"Oh,
did he
you're
say?
still alive." Like, yeah. And he goes, "Yeah, lucky it didn't happen what happened to me when he got punched in the face."
Yeah, the homeless guy.
Yeah.
So, but you're doing really well. So, like, I really want to show you Houston. I want to show you Austin. I want to show you New Orleans.
Yeah, I want to go to New Orleans.
I know, but you will die in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was a random stranger told me he went off the block, 1 block to a convenience store.
Yep.
Came out, got gunpoint, robbed. Luckily, a cop came up and the guy run. But he's like, yeah, I just went 1 block off the runway wherever.
Bourbon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like hell. I was like, dang.
I've had nothing but great experiences in New Orleans. Well, there was one time that somebody tried to steal your purse.
Oh.
You gotta knock that out. It's in New Orleans.
That's
it's gonna
right.
happen every once in a while.
That's right.
Streets gotta eat.
Streets gotta eat every once in a while. You know, we should do a podcast of the life lessons. Streets gotta eat. Watch the people that are watching you.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing won't be nothing. Snitches get stitches.
Oh man,
That's a lot.
We gotta do a podcast on that. But yeah, was it a nice purse too that they tried to steal?
I think it was just like one of my Louis wallets that I was just kind of carrying.
Yeah,
it was
see,
like,
that's
it was
right,
like this. It
Effing
was
up.
like this big, but I had
take
it
a Louis
like
wallet
under
to New
my-
Orleans.
under my hand. But
that's.
but I've learned like you got to get the cross bags, like the ones that you can like hide under your jackets and stuff.
Yeah,
the ones that go all the way across. That's what I have now.
One of my favorite cities, man. You just sit out there, you have some drinks, you take in the music. You know, but that's what scares me about you.
The po' boys.
Yeah. The po' boys.
Oh, the beignets.
Oh, why you do that to me?
I know
right
I'm
now?
very hungry right now.
All right, now we gotta for real go. Yeah, whenever I say we gotta go, like the podcast goes on for 40
That
minutes.
was like 30 minutes ago.
I know.
We gotta go. 30 minutes later.
It was like 12 minutes for sure. Yeah.
I know. All right, we good?
Yeah.
All right. Going straight to bed. I am not pass and go.
I'm gonna find my socks and knife.
Oh, you lucky. I had some more back in the days, but I threw them away. I was gonna quiz you real quick. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye.
I need to fade out.
Oh yeah, I got you. And should I'm gonna do 3 hands.
Not that hard. Just turn down this.
Am I going right now?
Yeah, motherfucker. Turn this shit down.
I'm going right now.